Trojan family, Trojan gang. Fight on Forever's in the building. And today I'm finna talk about Julian Lewis. Is he solid? Is he flip-flop? Is he normal? This is what recruits do, and it's only irritating us because the national media pundits is making a big deal out of it, right? That's why I've been feeling like this whole time. It's like everything that Juju Lewis doing is overblown. I mean, we a year away from signing day. Why do we feel so much pressure to make this kid stop his recruiting process, right? Only because these other networks and recruiting services and the national pundits is saying this kid gonna flip. So we want this kid to shut down his commitment and say he's not going to flip and he's 100% committed in USC and he ain't looking at any other schools, period. He's shutting it down. That's what we want. But we're not feeling that way with any of our other recruits. I'm pretty sure we still have some committed recruits that's still going through the process. And we don't want them to shut it down completely and just say it's a wrap. But we were crying that from Juju Lewis, and that ain't fair, right? That ain't fair, Trojan fans. But I did see something where he was talking about the process and he gave the right answer, but I don't like his energy to the answer. Now, it's kind of like a setup, right? Matter of fact, y'all just watch the video. Tell me what y'all think, and I'm finna come back with my further analysis.
That's right now.
As of right now, I'm still locked in with USC. That's still where my home is, and taking business is kind of a part of the process. And I was gonna go see what's going on everywhere else, but I'm still USC right now.
That's right now.
As of right now, I'm still locked in with USC. That's still where my home is, and taking business is kind of a part of the process. And I was gonna go see what's going on everywhere else, but I'm still USC right now.
Now, what I didn't like is what he was asked. Well, first of all, I like to say he was asked a question as of right now. The dude asked him as of right now. So it's not that he said as of right now. That got me like, it's his body language and his tone of his voice. Now, it can mean two different things. One, very positive for USC. Two, very negative for USC, right? So what I didn't like is when he was asked the question, he put his hands on his hips. You know what I'm saying? He put his hands on his hips. I don't like that, right? I don't like that body language. When you ask somebody a question, they put their hands on their hip. It could mean nothing, right? It could mean that he tired of answering that question. That's the positive thing. It could mean he tired of answering that question and he's saying, man, how many times I gotta tell y'all I'm committed to USC? Until you see me post I'm decommitted from USC, I don't know why y'all questioning my commitment. Or is he uncomfortable talking to USC right now, and that body language is because he preparing to tell a lie? You know what I'm saying? That could be body language to a lie, or it could be body language to, man, why y'all keep asking me this question, right? And then his tone is like either he tired of talking about this or he unsure about what he's saying. I don't know. You could go either way with this. If you a non-USC fan, you could look at this and be like, see, that boy ain't locked in. He said as of right now, but that's how the question was posed, right? And then USC fans could be like, he said as of right now, because that's how the question was posed, right? And he tired of asking these questions. So depending on how you looking at this, glass half empty, glass half full, pessimistic, optimistic, I could see both ways. And that's what's so tricky about this Julian Lewis recruitment process. Everything he say, he kind of gives both sides ammo to feel confident. He kind of gives the Colorado, the USC, the Indiana, he gives these fan bases confidence. Seem like every time he speak, because it's like he speak vaguely, and it's always something that you could twist and make it look for your favor for your university if you want this kid. So it's sickening. I know people feel like, man, I'm tired of Juju Lewis, but at the same time, we will have to keep the energy with everybody, right? We will have to keep the energy with everybody. So the kids we got committed right now, Do you think these kids has stopped answering everybody calls? Well, we got 16 kids committed. You don't think these kids, none of the kids on in our class is gonna take any more visits? You don't think kids from other teams is taking visits? Malik Autry committed to Auburn. He always come visit USC, right? It's a couple of kids that's committed to other schools and they still done visited USC 2 or 3 times. So other schools have commitments that still go through the recruiting process and nobody's putting pressure on him. I feel like we just need to slow down and let him go through his process. That's why it shouldn't be no verbal commitments, because things like this, right? But let him go through his process. As he said, this is a normal process as a high school athlete, right? We let everybody else go through the process up until signing day. And he the first kid where I hear us saying he better shut down everything or we need to move on. Or he better shut down everything or he ain't serious. I'm tired of this kid. How we tired of him, and it's a year away from National Signing Day. How are we tired of them? 95% of kids right now, even if they committed or not, still finna continue to get recruited, still gonna look at other schools to double check. Even if you locked in with a school, you a young kid, when these prestigious universities come, like USC ain't the only school that look good, right? USC ain't the only option. So you can't be mad at a man that's weighing all his options because you would. We just mad because we USC fans and Lincoln Riley only go after one quarterback. If Lincoln Riley went after multiple quarterbacks, right, we wouldn't be so pressured on Julian Lewis, right? So say if we had got who signed Longstreet to sign, he was already signed and committed, we wouldn't be worried about Juju. We'll be like, okay, if he come, he gonna have to compete. If not, we still got the local kid Longstreet. But since he the only quarterback in this class, and because how Lincoln Riley does his thing, we looked over all the other quarterbacks. We want Julian Lewis to commit right now to make us feel better, for we could feel locked in that we got a quarterback in the 25 class. But the only reason why we feel so pressed about Julian Lewis and trying to make him just shut it down and lock in with USC, because we ain't got no other quarterbacks for this class. And we looked over the local talent, Hassan Longstreet and dudes like that, Julian Sand last year, dudes like that, missed out on Dylan Raiola, DJ Lagway, because Lincoln Riley only go after one quarterback. So it's either hit or miss every year. So we missed last year, right? So it's pressure to make sure we don't miss this year. But we can't put all that on Julian Lewis because we press for a quarterback and we miss out on quarterbacks. We can't feel like we need to make him shut it down or we tired of him. I had to check myself. I was falling to herd. But I had to think about, why am I falling to herd or why am I pressed? Because we need a quarterback for 25. We didn't get one for 24, and it's a great quarterback in our backyard, and we ain't even look at him, didn't even recruit him. So it's like, man, Julian Lewis commit, shut it down so we can know that we got a quarterback for the 25 class. But that's not his fault that Lincoln Riley only recruit one quarterback per class. That's not his fault that Lincoln Riley missed out on the 24 quarterback, because he put all his marbles in with Dylan Raiola. He put all his marbles in one bag. He put all the marbles in one bag with one quarterback. So we're going to be pressed every year about a quarterback. We're going to want every quarterback that verbally commit to us, that's looking at us, we're going to want him to shut it down early and start recruiting for the class, because y'all knowing he the only option. Well, that's Lincoln Riley problem. Right? So Lincoln Riley problem shouldn't be a Julian Lewis problem. Me verbally committing does not mean that I'm going to stop my recruiting process, right? So I done had a 360 on the Julian Lewis recruitment process, man. Stop pressing this kid just because we pressed, just because we just go after one quarterback per class. That's why we pressed, because we missed out on Lagway last year because we were so pressed on Raiola, and Raiola flip-flopped on us as well as 2 or 3 different other teams, right? So y'all leave Julian Lewis alone. If he want to go through his recruiting process all the way up to signing day, I'm not mad at the kid. I'm not mad at the kid. Instead of being mad, we should just do what any other college program do and recruit more than one quarterback. Lincoln Riley, get on his ball, get on a Husan Longstreet. I'm pretty sure it's another quarter. I mean, the LSU, the number one quarterback in the country, want Lincoln Riley attention. Lincoln Riley won't give it to him. Bryce Underwood. If USC beat LSU, Bryce Underwood really gonna be like, man, I probably want to go to SC. But Lincoln Riley don't even show him no love. How you the number one quarterback in the country and every school is not recruiting you? I could see a school that ain't got a chance, but a school like USC should have offered that kid a scholarship. I think they did initially, but I think USC offered scholarships and then zero in on one. But his recruitment, he wanted to come visit. Lincoln Riley said he good, right? So this pressure, we pressuring Juju Lewis, it really that one quarterback per class has got us pressed and biting like this. So what y'all think, man? Juju, he flip-flopping or he just going through the process like any normal kid? Is we tripping by trying to press this kid to shut down his recruitment just to make us feel better? Man, y'all let me know in the comments, man. I'm gonna meet y'all there. But until then, it's your boy Carter Sports. It's Trojan City. Mr. Fight On Forever is always in the building. So let's go.